I'm Nick Hughes, and this is Founders Live Conversations.
I do want to transition. You mentioned your team, and walk me through the process of going from like a few co-founders where you're just scraping by to onboarding. You know, when you're ready to hire new employees, there is a process of how you evaluate individuals, how you plan on, you know, what positions and areas of the company you want to hire on. How did you approach that? I mean, it's not easy at all.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. Do you know the answer to that?
You turning the tables here?
A little bit. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, part of it is you're looking for certain roles, you know, right off the bat. Even though I had some background with data and sports business, was always looking for like an awesome tech person, you know, who was like super passionate about sports and data, and found that at a place, you know, Surf Incubator, where we used to, you know, have our business and our startups.
That's where we met.
That was Spencer, our now CTO.
Great.
And we met literally watching World Cup games. I think we crashed the Surf server a couple of times. And I said, okay, that's a cool guy. He's into it. And he was already hacking on neat data projects. I was like, okay, this is an awesome, you know, co-founder, something to connect with. And then this is interesting, then the second person running our platform being a B2C play, you know, the vision was to have someone really good at marketing, you know, both designing the user experience and all of the marketing, which we would have to kind of do guerrilla style to do any sort of competition with a StubHub or SeatGeek. Like SeatGeek has raised like $100 million just to do marketing, right? That's how you win. That's how you turn a startup into a competitor of StubHub or Ticketmaster. You have to raise $100 million marketing. That's the only way you're going to even sniff it, right? So we brought him on, and his role has changed a lot in our pivot. And kudos to him to really step up and like take, you know, this kind of like more B2C, you know, mentality. And then we had to pivot and get him more into a marketing role to businesses. And then over time, you know, see pretty naturally where are the pieces. You know, we were talking earlier around operations, finance, sales team. We hired two awesome folks in the Bay Area, one who came out of the 49ers and one who came out of the San Francisco Giants. And they had that, you know, they've been in sports their whole lives, around teams and ticketing. So that was a natural fit. And then, you know, we try and round it out with some really experienced advisors. There's people who you can, you know, buy in with some equity and you can really get them to pick apart your strategy. And now the third layer of this whole system is the investors, and you know they're kind of like advisors, but they have even a little bit more skin in the game. And I spoke on a panel this morning, which was data-driven startups and fundraising, and ultimately, even though we haven't raised a ton, our investors we have very, very smart money. Including a local guy, James, who's the CEO of a local ticket broker company.
Great.
And not only has he brought money, but he's also brought other investors. He has a great reputation in industry. He brings us in on business projects. I mean, like that's the smartest of money. So that's kind of how you round out a very, you know, lean team at this scale. You fill holes. You have the dedicated people where you need them the most. And then you try and, you know, have the outside be, you know, all the places you need advice on strategy.
And